Welcome to the weekly insights from messages posted in the AI for Lib community from 27th April to 3rd May 2026. This video addresses a question that every library administrator and information professional is grappling with today. How do we harness the transformative power of artificial intelligence without compromising the foundational values that define our profession? What follows is not a theoretical exercise but a practical architecture, a structured examination of workflow design, governance, and institutional strategy for libraries navigating this pivotal transition. We will proceed through 4 strategic pillars, supported by real-world workflow spotlights and a deployment blueprint drawn from institutions already leading this transformation. Let us begin with what may be the most consequential paradigm shift this profession has witnessed in decades. This slide examines the fundamental redefinition of the library's social role in the age of artificial intelligence. Historically, the library functioned as a custodian of books, a repository defined by passive collection, traditional keyword search, and physical preservation. That model, while honorable, is no longer sufficient in the current information environment. The new reality demands that libraries serve as arbiters of reality, institutions capable of identifying AI-generated misinformation, filtering fabricated citations and ghost-authored papers, and acting as early warning systems for the integrity of the publishing ecosystem. Institutions such as Binghamton University, FIU, Toronto Metropolitan, San Jose, and Palo Alto are already enacting this transition. The signal is unambiguous. We turn now to the operational framework that makes this transformation viable. This presents the foundational principle that governs all subsequent discussion in this briefing: artificial intelligence handles volume, and librarians handle validity. The framework is visualized as a balance. On one side, AI contributes scale, the capacity to read hundreds of papers instantaneously, speed in metadata extraction, and pattern recognition across large collections to identify representation gaps. On the other side, librarians bring judgment to evaluate distinct human contributions, trust through rigorous verification against AI hallucinations, and context to connect information to the specific needs of individual patrons. Neither side alone is sufficient. The strength of this model lies precisely in its complementarity. With this framework established, we turn to the 4 structural pillars that give it institutional form. The architecture of the AI-empowered library rests on 4 interdependent pillars. The first is research and discovery, which positions AI as a proactive research partner and concept-based filter for academic inquiry. The second is back-office operations, encompassing the automation of cataloging, mark extraction, and historical handwritten text recognition. The third is access and space, which addresses the breaking of both physical and linguistic barriers through spatial data analytics and real-time translation. The fourth is governance and ethics, covering copyright management, hallucination mitigation, and the institutionalization of policy frameworks. These pillars are not sequential stages but simultaneous dimensions of a mature AI integration strategy. We examine each in detail, beginning with research and discovery. This presents a working taxonomy of AI tools currently shaping research support services in 2026, organized into 4 functional categories. For AI search and answers, tools such as Perplexity, Consensus, and Cite provide source-backed responses and citation credibility assessment. For deep research, platforms including Perplexity Deep Research, OpenAI Deep Research, Claude, and Gemini deliver multi-step structured reports and long-context reasoning capabilities. For literature discovery, ResearchRabbit, Litmaps, Connected Papers, and Semantic Scholar enable citation mapping and concept-based filtering. For document analysis, ChatPDF, Humta, and SCI Space allow direct interrogation of research papers. The recommended baseline stack, Perplexity for search, Illicit for systematic review, and Connected Papers for discovery offers a practical and low barrier entry point for most institutional contexts. We turn now to the second pillar. This slide examines how AI is transforming back-office archival operations through to illustrative workflows. The upper workflow demonstrates the conversion of a physical book image into structured Mark 21 metadata through AI tools such as Grobid, Unnif, and large language models, a process that compresses weeks of cataloging backlog into hours. The lower workflow presents an equally significant transformation. A scanned 17th-century diary, once inaccessible to wider scholarship, becomes a fully searchable digital index through machine learning tools such as Transcribus, enabling dynamic access for genealogists and historians alike. The overarching shift is from static preservation to dynamic, usable data. Archivists are elevated from the labor of manual transcription to the higher-order intellectual work of contextual interpretation. A closer examination of prompt architecture follows on the next slide. This slide presents a concrete example of the prompt architecture that drives AI-assisted Mark 21 cataloging. The prompt instructs the model to act as a professional cataloger, extract bibliographic details from a book image, and output a structured Mark 21 record covering field 100 for author, field 245 for title with subfields, field 264 for publication details, field 300 for physical description, and field 0 to 0 for the ISBN. Two design principles are embedded here. First, the persona instruction sets baseline professional standards and enforces Z39.50 compliance. Second, the ISBN field is specifically identified as a critical verification anchor, enabling subsequent cross-referencing via the Library of Congress Authority file or the Cohort integrated library system. This prompt architecture is replicable and directly adaptable for any institutional cataloging environment. The next slide examines reference services. This presents the AI-assisted reference query protocol, a standardized workflow for managing patron information requests with consistency and accuracy. When a query is received, the AI is instructed to draft a response that directly answers the question, includes 2 to 3 credible sources with verified URLs, suggests 1 to 2 library resources or subscribed databases relevant to the specific query, and maintains a warm and accessible tone throughout the interaction. The resulting output is a standardized, highly accurate, and empathetic patron response. The design intent is significant. This protocol does not automate the librarian out of the service encounter. Rather, it ensures consistency while preserving the human, approachable quality that defines professional reference practice. The librarian reviews and delivers. The next pillar addresses the physical and linguistic dimensions of library access. This slide addresses the third pillar, access and space. Two dimensions are examined in parallel. The first is spatial optimization, powered by OccaSpace. Privacy-first sensors provide real-time foot traffic and dwell time data, enabling evidence-based decisions about study zone allocation versus high-traffic floor management. Layout decisions that were previously based on intuition are now grounded in empirical data. The second dimension is language access, powered by DeepL. Real-time voice and document translation, applied to signage, outreach campaigns, and patron support interactions, transforms the library into a genuinely universal space for linguistically diverse communities. Together, these two applications demonstrate that the contribution of AI to library service is not confined to digital content workflows. It extends to the physical and social dimensions of access and inclusion. We turn now to governance. This presents the governance framework that the fourth pillar requires. 3 critical risks are identified, each with a corresponding institutional mitigation strategy. AI hallucinations, the generation of convincing but factually incorrect outputs, are particularly dangerous in healthcare and scientific contexts. The mitigation is mandatory source verification training and the integration of critical evaluation layers into all AI-assisted workflows. Fabricated citations, which pollute academic publishing with non-existent references, are addressed by positioning librarians as the final human verification filter before any submission or publication reaches the scholarly record. Copyright infringement, arising from the unlicensed summarization of journal content, is managed through AI-specific licensing frameworks via the Copyright Clearance Center. Governance is not a constraint on innovation, it is the very foundation of institutional credibility. The final two slides address return on investment and deployment strategy. This slide examines how AI integration translates into measurable institutional value across three distinct streams. Financial clarity is achieved by converting usage data into precise cost-per-use metrics, enabling administrators to eliminate underperforming database subscriptions with evidence-backed confidence. Time reallocation is achieved by automating repetitive administrative tasks, routine correspondence, basic reports, and open-access navigation via tools such as Doge and Sherpa Romeo, thereby reducing staff burnout and redirecting professional capacity toward higher-value work. Collection diversity is advanced by deploying large-scale analytical tools to identify representation gaps and optimize acquisition decisions. Taken together, these three streams produce decision-maker-friendly evidence, the kind of transparent, evidence-backed budgeting and resource leverage that justifies sustained institutional investment in AI capability. The concluding slide presents a proven national deployment blueprint. This final slide presents the 5-step deployment framework adopted by the David L. Rice Library at the University of Southern Indiana, a model with direct applicability to academic and public institutions across South Asia. The framework progresses from Step 1, Discovery, which enhances search through natural language understanding, through Step 2, Personalization, which tailors recommendation systems for individual user experiences, to Step 3, Research Support, which elevates citation assistance and topic exploration capabilities. Step 4, Efficiency, addresses the automation of cataloging, metadata management, and resource workflows. Step 5, Ethics, embeds academic integrity, fairness, and transparency as governing principles throughout the entire system. The closing insight is both a challenge and an invitation. The library is no longer merely adapting to technology, it is actively shaping how technology is integrated into education. Thank you. I welcome your questions and reflections.